Hey, it's me, Stuart Wellington on the Flophouse Podcast, and we are doing another Flophouse Mini, and I'm joined by my co-hosts. Introduce yourself, fellas.
Dan McCoy.
Elliott Charles Kalin II.
Now, welcome back to the inaugural episode of a new Flophouse Mini segment.
Wait. Welcome back to the
I
inaugural.
already got him all twisted up. With another classic Stuart brain teaser.
Okay.
But to get back to the
Another
original...
Stuart brain attack. We thought we weren't ready for it.
So brain teasers aside, let's get back to the meat of this, and that is coming back to the inaugural episode of a new Flophouse Mini format. That's right, this is called Tops and Flops. That's
Okay.
right.
All right.
We are talking about tops and flops. Now, that's
Baseball card company.
You're probably thinking we're talking about baseball cards.
Baseball. All these
my
balls
God.
have been
Oh, we
based.
gotta
we can't
fucking
use
rewrap
these.
this thing. I messed it all up. Start
Basted
it over.
balls.
Get those balls some hymns.
Yeah, we're not talking about when you hear tops and flops, you're probably thinking of baseball cards and flip flops. We are not talking about that. We are, again, talking about a rare thing here on the Flophouse, which is movies. Normally on the Flophouse Minis, we talk about whatever. But here on this
Usually
specific
still
Flop-
movies.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, fine. Undercut my initial point. We are going to be talking about movies. We are going to be talking about the best movies by communal decision and the worst movies by communal decision by various directors. Now, those ratings are going to be based on IMDb. Now, I would ask my
IMDb?
I'm BB8, baby.
I wish IMDb.com.
BB8, that's more like 4 Bs right there.
I wish IMDb.com was just a website where you just go and there's a picture of BB-8 and he just says, I'm BB-8, baby. Wonderful.
Guys,
Yeah.
I feel like our fucking curse is that we can't not talk about Star Wars.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Save me from this. Okay. So the idea is that we are going to be talking about different filmmakers. In this inaugural episode, I have selected a couple of directors, and we're going to look at the IMDb rankings, and we're going to look at the one that is considered the best by the ranking system, and we're going to be looking at the worst by the ranking system. Now, this collection of directors I have chosen by, I tried to pick a little bit of a diverse crowd, but it is still limited by directors who I believe there's a good chance we have seen some of their movies. It's also
So a lot
affected
of
by
Yuri
my own
Menzel
personal
films.
taste. Yeah. And also...
Vera Chitalova, all of them. Okay, great, cool.
and keeping in mind that the ranking systems is from IMDb users, so it's,
It'll be wild.
Grain o' salt. Yep. So we are. I would ask my co-host.
Graino Salt sounds like a DC supervillain from the 1950s. It's like Batman's like, oh, all my clothes are so crispy and weird.
In
It's so rough."
collaboration with the Grain o' Salt Company, they're
Yeah.
like, this is a limited time character. Okay, so we are. I would ask my co-host to not use IMDb at the same time, just to preserve some of the excitement on this.
Oh, I'm
so
not,
what
I'm
we're going to
not-
do is.
yeah, kind of
We're
upset,
gonna
but-
we're gonna list the filmmaker. We're going to mention, kind of guess at what the top one is, kind of guess at what the bottom one is, and then we'll kind of discuss whether or not either of those choices are what we expected or what we think should be, or what might be influencing that. So the first one, he has a big movie out now as of time of recording. That is Mr. Steven Spielberg, and. Fellas, give me 2 seconds.
It's a movie. It's called Disclosure Day. It's about aliens sexually harassing Michael Douglas.
That actually tracks. I'm just going to be using the old internet here. So we are using this by, nope.
Yep, by Wi-Fi, which stands for wireless fidelity, wireless fire exit.
Wireless fire exit. Sorry. I expected this to go
Wi-Fi
much,
stands
for Stuart.
I expected this to go much faster, and
Yeah.
now it's
Wi-Fi
going
stands
slower.
for Will It Function? Impossible.
And refine. Okay, so what do we think is the number one movie, the top movie?
Show me
Spielberg.
Sugarland Express.
I'm
No, it's
going
not
to
it.
guess Jaws. There's a chance it is Schindler's List, but I'm going to say Jaws.
I'm gonna say E.T.
It is Schindler's List with a
Oh,
whopping
wow.
9.0. Jaws isn't even in the top 5.
Well, that is wild. That is
E.T. is also not in the top 5.
That is also wild.
The
That
top
is-
5
problem with IMDb.
Top 5 is Schindler's List, Saving Private Ryan, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Jurassic Park, and Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, which I would argue is probably, like, I feel like the first 4, I can see argument.
You can make an argument that Last Crusade is better than E.T., Jaws, Close Encounters. No way.
Seems wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say Last Crusade. I would say The Fabelmans is better than Last Crusade in my mind. You know.
Mm-hmm. Now, what do you think? His lowest rating one is one I have not seen or heard of.
I have a strong guess for the. Oh, not heard of. Well, I'm going to guess
Bridge of Spies.
Always, because I feel like
yeah.
something like Hook has too many millennial fans. You know,
Yeah, they
Ready
love
Player
Rufio.
One has too many nerd fans. I'm going to say Always.
I'm gonna say it is the TV movie he did before Duel that I can't remember the name of. Devil's something.
Is
Devil's
it called
Playground?
Firelight?
Oh, Firelight.
Firelight is the
that
lowest.
is
That's
a
like a-
short.
that's-
Though that is
Firelight. Isn't that what he made as a
listed,
kid?
Firelight here is listed as 2 hours and 20 minutes.
really. Isn't that like that?
Because
That's like
I set it to, the criteria was set to movies.
I believe that's a student film, though, isn't it?
I
Like
thought so, too.
Firelight.
Nonetheless, okay. So ignoring
Yeah,
that,
so it is. It's
The
from
one-
1964. That's the movie he made when he was a teenager. Yeah.
the one above that would be 1941.
Well, this is says,
Okay.
according to Wikipedia, only 3 minutes and 40 seconds of the footage of Firelight has been made public.
Okay, so I could see why it would have a bad rating.
Yes.
So we have 19,
although on a
19
budget, he's talked about this on a budget of $500, he made $501 at the box office. So even then,
There you
making his
go.
money back, blockbuster. So what's
Big
the movie
money,
then?
Steve.
When you take out Firelight, what's the bottom one?
1941.
Okay, that's another one I would have guessed. Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
very bad.
Always is in the bottom 5. Along with Twilight Zone the movie, the BFG, and Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull.
I
Kingdom of
forgot
the
he made the
Crystal Skull.
BFG. I never saw that.
did.
I never
I've
saw
never
Ready
seen
Player
the
One either.
Never
I
seen
forgot
it.
he made that. Yeah. He's
I,
when you become an old man director, you either take a
Ready
long
Player
time
One
between.
is straight in the middle here.
When
Yeah.
you're an old man director, you either
It's
take a
above
lot
Lincoln.
of okay, you either take a lot of time to make movies or you just churn them out. And I feel like Spielberg has been in a churning them out section of his career. You know,
Yeah. Well, I mean, he always though, like it's like he's
made a lot of
setting
movies.
something up while he's got like 5 things going on, and then whatever's ready to go, he.
Yeah, I feel like the War of the Worlds movie is ranked fairly low.
I like that
which
movie a lot.
I like that movie a lot. I think it's good. The only thing I don't like is that there's no universe where I believe Tom Cruise is like a longshoreman.
yeah, too pretty.
Sugarland Express is pretty low.
That's a good
That's
movie,
a
though.
great movie though. It's just low because people haven't seen it.
I think there's going to be. I mean, also the movies. I'm amazed that E.T. is not higher up, but the movie. It makes sense to me that the lower movies are the ones that are more about people and less about spectacle. You know,
Yeah.
That based on the IMDb voting audience. You know, where's Bridge of Spies on there?
Bridge of Spies was. Wait, I just lost it. Bridge of Spies was straight in the middle.
Okay, what about the paper or the Post? Sorry, the Post.
Yeah.
Also, like low to mid.
Okay.
Do you have a personal? I mean, I think when we guessed, we had were you guys guessing with your heart or with your brain on these?
I
for
was
the
trying to
top
do a
and the
little bit
bottom?
of both. I do think E.T. is the movie of his that is the most magical to me, but also like I was like, there's a lot of '80s kids probably voting on IMDb. I would think E.T. would be that it's not in the top 5 is astounding to me. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, E.T. is certainly. I would not argue with someone who put that at the top. Like I like Jaws and Raiders the most, but E.T. like has such magic to it.
and I feel like E.T. is. If you were going to say to me, show me a movie that Steven Spielberg made that nobody else would make that well or that way, and E.T. is the movie that maybe E.T. or Close Encounters are the ones that I would show where I'd be like, it's hard for me to imagine somebody else making these movies the same way he does and as well as he does those specific movies, just because he has such a connection to the material, you know.
And I feel like people have tried to recreate the magic of E.T.
Yeah, I just watched
And-
Mac and Me
and-
again recently.
And
They got pretty close.
well, you've just undercut my point here. I was going to say nobody's come close to matching it, but clearly Mac and Me.
I showed another Stuart Raffle movie for my bad movie night pick recently because when we had Alonzo on the show, he just like offhandedly mentioned like a couple of things. where he's like, oh, like I went and saw after last season, because sometimes you hear through the grapevine like something's really special, and he like tossed off the title Standing Ovation, and I looked it up. I'm like, oh, from the director of Mac and Me. So sold in the room. Sight unseen. I'll program this, and it was a big hit. So if you're looking for a bad movie.
We're going to move on to our next director, and that is it's a Coppola, Sofia Coppola.
Oh.
9 features here. That's I feel like enough to have that's a solid career there.
You can have a middle in that. Yeah.
What do you say is the number 1 Sofia Coppola movie? What's the top?
Lost in Translation, I would say.
Yeah, I'm still going to guess Lost in Translation.
Got in one. Banged it out by a decent margin.
I'd say IMDb viewers, the IMDb voters, they like Bill Murray. They like seeing Scarlett Johansson's butt. What else? What else are they going to choose? Yeah.
Followed a little closely by The Virgin Suicides. A little bit of a gap, and we got Marie Antoinette. What do you think the bottom is?
I'm guessing The Bling Ring.
You are 100% correct.
I was going to say The Beguiled, but The Bling Ring is even lower, huh? Okay.
Yeah, Bling Ring is at a 5.6.
I feel like people
low. I actually haven't seen.
I've never
Bling
seen
Ring.
it either. I feel like I guess that one because it's the one that people I think forget was even her.
Yeah.
Which isn't a good sign for the support behind it.
Oh yeah, I feel like I still haven't seen the Sofia Coppola Beguiled, but I do love the original.
Yeah.
Dan, have you seen it? I feel like that's. I mean, I'm shocked that if all 3 of us have not.
I've only seen the original, and I'm shocked I haven't seen it because I love Sofia Coppola. I think I've seen all of her other movies except for The Bling Ring
and The Beguiled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should see it. I think I just never got around. It was just one of those ones where I just didn't want to see it so badly that I made a point of seeing it, and I forgot about it until now. But I love that original so much, yeah.
I mean, it also speaks to her earlier work seems to have to be rated a little bit higher. Do you think that's common with an indie filmmaker? Because I feel like maybe that's unfair for me to call her an indie filmmaker, but I feel like her movies at least have the feel of an indie movie.
I mean, I think that's common with many filmmakers. I think with indie filmmakers also, often the first movies they make are the ones that they're excited about. Like the ones that they have to get made, and so that's what they do. But often with a lot of filmmakers...
And they often have to fight to get it made in a way that they might not later on.
And also they're new, they're bursting with ideas. Yeah. Often they're younger and they can really apply their whole self to the movie because they don't have other responsibilities. And I feel like every director's career for the most part has ups and downs that is often more dependent on their life outside of their work than we on the outside really have a sense of, But I think with a lot of filmmakers, when they're young and new, it's like the excitement of what they're doing comes through, and then they kind of settle into it. But then you got filmmakers where they start out not knowing what they're doing, and then they become masters.
Yeah,
so,
I think it's also true that even if someone puts out work of pretty consistent quality, there's a tendency among audiences to be like, oh, I'm excited by a thing when it's new, and then if someone has a style, they're like, "Well, I'm tired of that style," even if it's still good. If it's still good work.
Well, you see with the Acting Academy Awards, there's often people at the beginnings of their career, and it's exciting that they're being discovered, or people at the very ends of their career, where it's like you've rediscovered how important this person is after years of taking them for granted. And I think it's the same way with art in general when people are mass art that way, It's one of those. It's why it's exciting when someone in the middle of a pretty consistent career just does something very different that pays off. Because you're like, whoa, I didn't know they had it in them. Whoa, okay, what's this all about?
Our next director, the top will actually surprise you based on some of what we've already said. But this, in honor of the Knicks victory last night, the New York
Spike
Knicks.
Lee?
We're doing Spike Lee. Yep, the unofficial mascot of the New York Knicks. I saw an Instagram video after one of the wins recently where it was just a crowd of people standing around a car with Spike Lee out of the sunroof. And everyone's just cheering. What would you say?
Our Knicks king.
Now, what would you say the top movie on Spike Lee's film?
I'm guessing that Do the Right Thing might be too political for some of the voters on IMDb, and thus Inside Man might slip in.
I'm going to say maybe Malcolm X.
While both of those are ranked fairly high, Do the Right Thing is very high, but is the third on the list. But the I would probably second actually. The number one is I guess. Even though I sorted it to movie,
very big surprise.
is David Byrne's American Utopia.
That I was like, right before you said it, I'm like, I wonder if that slipped in just because it's like people are like, well, what a great concert movie.
I haven't seen it. How is it?
Oh, it's wonderful. It's like I was lucky enough to see the show when it was on Broadway. Like as soon as it was announced, I'm like, well, I'm sure this is going to be expensive, but this is the thing that I need to see. David Byrne doing and it was wonderful, and the documentary version of it is excellent. But it is just a great concert movie. Like it is less a Spike Lee movie.
Yeah, but I mean, I
Spike
think
Lee joint is the technical term.
We've talked about Spike Lee specifically talking about Inside Man before, and there are moments in his career where he's just like, I can do the craft. I can just do the basic craft as good as anyone else.
He's like, there are moments when he's like, let me just show you that, like we talked about this before, that let me show you the movies I make them because that's the way I want to make a movie, and that's the movie I want to make. I could easily make a movie that's a more mainstream movie and be as good as anyone has ever made a movie. He's an amazing filmmaker. He's just got such a natural, like, craft knowledge. Like he's a brilliant artist. Like he's so good at what he does, and he puts so much thought and intention into everything he does. Which is funny when he makes a movie that's kind of a mess. It's because he's like, yeah, this is the movie I'm making. I'm making a mess. But like Inside Man shows, he's like, I can do Control if that's what you want, but that's not what I want. You know.
So what would we say IMDb voters like the least from his filmography?
This is tough because I feel like
I'm gonna guess
he
Crooklyn.
is a brilliant. Crooklyn? That's like I feel like that was really reclaimed.
Well, then I'm gonna guess Red Hook Summer.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
Crooklyn is much higher.
Yeah. Okay. Then what's the? I'm trying to guess ones that are like
Six, maybe like
Girl Six is pretty low.
I'm trying to guess ones that are like smaller movies because I feel like IMDb does not do a great job of recognizing the worth in smaller movies. What was the one?
He also has 36 credits.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, he's got so many movies.
Is that the one?
Like,
his remake of Ganja and Hess was like The Blood of Jesus or whatever it was.
You are correct. That's his lowest.
All right. Because almost nobody saw that.
Yeah, some of his lowest movies are effectively his remakes, whether it's Highest to Lowest.
The Old Boy
and
remake.
the Old Boy remake.
Mm-hmm. I forgot he did that.
Chirac is kind of low. School Days is pretty low. Girl Six is low. Red Hook Summer. But then, like in the middle, you have things like Mo Better Blues, Summer of Sam, Bamboozled. Part of looking through this is also being reminded of like, oh yeah, he's got this huge filmography. I still have never seen 25th Hour, a movie that
I haven't either. It's very hard to
being
find.
mentioned as like the quintessential like post September 11th movie.
Yeah, I didn't see it when it came out because the commercials made it look very boring, but I've heard nothing but good things about it. But it's one that each time I try to find it online somewhere, I should just watch it illegally, I guess. But when I try to find it streaming somewhere, like it's just not available. It's not as readily available as a lot of other movies.
Elliot, we here at the Flophouse believe firmly in streaming services getting their piece of
streaming
everything.
Service property rights. The middleman must get their dollar. You know.
I saw that movie at the time, and I loved it. I think it is like a great movie. I personally find this idea of it being like the quintessential post 9/11 movie like a little overstated. I mean, it was not built as that, and then they added some stuff that like gave it more of that flavor, after the tragedies happened. But like I don't know. Maybe if I saw it today, I would feel differently.
Whereas do you think the quintessential post 9/11 movie is Spider-Man? This is New York. Man. You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us.
Yeah. That spirit went away after a while.
Sure. Well, I mean, it's back. The Knicks.
It's back.
Yeah,
Thank you, Knicks, baby.
Yeah.
I mean, and also like his tops are a lot of the things that I feel like are going to be more of his like white, larger audience. The ones where he seems to be making something for like a larger audience. Things like Malcolm X, Black Klansman, that features friend of the podcast, Ashley Atkinson.
Yeah, good movie. It's a really good movie.
So we're gonna go now from Spike Lee to Ang Lee.
I thought he was going to say Spike Jones, but he went to Ang Lee.
Well, you got to change it real quick. So who do we think is going to be what do we think is going to be Ang Lee's best movie?
I'm
Top movie?
guessing
Top movie.
Crouching
say-
Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
I would guess
It's
that.
tied.
I would guess that or
Okay.
Brokeback Mountain. But
Oh man, Brokeback Mountain's so fucking good.
well, where's
I
the
mean, that's
wedding
my
banquet on
personal
there?
favorite.
Because the wedding banquet, I think, is my favorite of his. But
His there's a tie for number one, and one of those is Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
and the other one is the Hulk.
Please, it's just Hulk.
Sorry, just Hulk.
Give me
Is it-
Eric Bana is the Hulk.
Is it Life of Pi? Is that the other
It's
one?
Life of Pi.
I still haven't
That's
seen
wild.
that.
I
I
haven't
still
seen that
haven't
one.
seen it either. There's a tiger in it, right?
There's a tiger.
Yeah.
It's one of those movies
Or
where
is there?
Wink. That's a good point. Yeah, it's one of those movies where I like cannot bring myself. I'm like, I'm just gonna see this kid and this tiger in a boat for like forever. I don't know, guys.
Yeah, and I mean, I understand. Like, I hear
But I've
it
heard
looks
it's really
beautiful.
good. I've heard it's beautiful. It won him Best Director, right?
I feel like it looked really fake to me in a way that was like, I mean, like artificial is fine as far as I'm concerned, but there's a like,
Artificial, you draw the line at.
there's a digital fakiness I have a harder time with. I'm sorry, Todd
Well, yeah,
Maziri.
I think we all feel that way.
I
We're
grew
all,
up with a certain.
That's the thing. We're all 80s
aesthetic.
kids, so we would rather see a fake puppet than a fake computer
Yeah.
thing. Yeah,
What was
that's just what we grew up with.
What was Ang Lee's breakthrough movie?
Eat, Drink, Man, Woman, probably, right?
Yeah, I think so. That was the one I think that got him like a bigger mainstream audience. Yeah.
Can I guess the
The
lowest one?
bottom is a tie.
Is it
Okay.
Billy Lynn's Long Halftime Walk?
Ugh,
Is it
that is
Col-
close, but it's not.
Is it
Okay.
Ride with the Devil?
No, it's
Is it Smoke or wait, Blue in the Face? Wait, is that? Did he do
No,
that
that's
one?
not him. That's Wayne Wang, I think.
That's Wayne Wang. Sorry, I sound very racist now.
You're incredibly racist.
okay. So the bottom two is Hulk, and
Yeah.
the other is a movie we covered here on the Flophouse.
Oh, to Gemini Man?
Gemini Man.
Oh, I totally forgot
I forgot
that he
was
did that.
him.
Just like my Gemini Dan here, born in June. And then a little bit of a gap before Billy Lynn's halftime walk, long halftime walk. Then we have Ride with the Devil, Taking Woodstock, Pushing Hands, and then we get to the Ice Storm, which I think is deserves better than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's here. And also
They can only,
above
they can,
that
when
is-
you got, he's a great director. When you've got so many good movies, they can't all be at the
he
top.
does
you know?
have a lot of good movies. Most of his filmography is above 7, which is pretty good.
Yeah. And I'm just going to say it too. Dan, you may be a racist, but Wayne Wang also has a lot of great movies.
Lust Caution's on there. I'm a big fan of Lust
Oh,
Caution.
I never saw Lust Caution. I should see it.
It took me a while because I had to. I'm like, wait, there's an NC-17 version out there. I need to track that thing down. The only ones on streaming is the R-rated, and that's not for me. Because I'm a maniac that feels like I need to see. Like I'm like I won't be experiencing the full thing, and it's also like a 2.5 hour movie, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to watch it twice. I also have never seen his Sense and Sensibility.
It's very
Oh,
good. It's
yeah,
very,
very
very
good.
good. That I think is, you could say that is up there with the Pride and Prejudice miniseries and Clueless as like the best adaptations of Jane Austen's work into film and television. You know,
Ang Lee
It's really
seems to
good.
have a specific talent of doing stories about people who aren't do not have the tools to accurately convey their like roiling turmoil inside of
Yeah.
their like staid facade.
that's a good way to talk. That's a good way to describe it. Yeah.
So of course we're going from Spike Lee to Ang Lee to Mike Lee or Mike
Wow.
Lay.
I mean,
Mike
spelled
Lee.
differently.
Lay.
Yeah.
Mike Lee, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's spelled differently. But
Okay, so he's a classic goofster here. Classic funny man.
I have to say- I have to say
there's
there's-
some very funny movies that he did.
There's a lot of Mike Lee that I haven't seen.
Yeah.
He's a blind spot for me. So
But I've seen the few I've seen I like so much, but I'm also like, oh, I gotta be emotionally ready for
But
this
there,
one.
Yeah.
I mean, like if it's naked, sure. But if it's like, I mean, like topsy
I
turvy
started
or
watching Naked, and I was like, I don't know
what.
what mindset I got to be in to watch this, but it is not what I'm in right now. You know,
Yeah,
so.
that I feel like Naked reminds me too much of like I'm stuck at the bar talking to this nightmare of a person. Okay, so 15 movies in his filmography. What do we think number one is? What's the tops?
I'm gonna guess just because I think it's the biggest name. Secrets and Lies.
That's what I would guess also. Yeah.
You slam dunked it there, dude. Secrets and Lies with a bit of a gap before Vera Drake.
I never
and then-
saw
and
Vera
then-
Drake.
and then
I have no
Naked.
idea what her deal is.
But that's kind of notable just because
You never will know, Dan. I won't tell you.
I must know about Vera Drake.
well, and
I simply must.
Vera Drake is
Dan,
definitely
have you
like
heard the
a
good news about
mid-career
Vera
movie.
Drake? Is what? Sorry, Stuart, what were you gonna say?
That's a kind of a mid-career movie for him coming
Yes.
out in 2004.
Yeah.
Do we have a guess what the low one would be? I feel that's
I'm going to guess it's something he did for television, like a TV movie that
I feel
hasn't
like the
made it to
things
the
that are
US.
going to be lower in his filmography, I may not even be familiar with. I mean, I do feel like I know a lot of them, but
that's that guy with who has sex with the pig. Yeah,
Oh,
so
in Black Mirror?
yeah, that actor, from Men. So his bottoms are Two Mics Don't Make a Right, but that is he just does a segment there, and then he also directed a movie called Peterloo.
never heard of that.
Mr. Turner.
Mr. Turner's at the bottom?
Yeah.
That movie's great.
That one I never saw. That's the one about the painter.
That
Turner,
low is still
right?
a decent score. That's a 6.8, but it's
Okay.
still fairly low. I haven't seen it. What's the deal with Mr. Turner?
It's about Turner,
Turner the
painter. The English painter who he did a lot of
Known for
atmospheric
his
effects
landscapes,
in his
yeah.
landscapes. And
When I was,
I mean, I guess the character of Mr. Turner is kind of unpleasant to spend time with, but
they tried to soften him with Mr. Hooch, but it didn't work. Yeah.
yeah.
When I was 13, my grandmother
Mike
took.
Lee's Turner and Hooch would be way sadder.
It would be much sadder. So it would all take place after Hooch dies. When I was 13, my grandmother took me and my sister and my cousin to England, and because we were all turning 13, and we went to the National Gallery because my grandmother was like, "You have to see the Turners. You have to see the clouds and the skies in the Turner paintings." And I remember it making no impact on me whatsoever. And so maybe I got to watch the movie to
I
really
can
get
see
it,
that
you know?
making no impact on you at that age.
Yeah.
We just went to Chicago fairly recently for a live show. I mean, and by that I mean within the last few months. And I went to the art museum there in Chicago, and they had a bunch of Turner paintings, and I was, I thought they were gorgeous. And I, as someone who has like amateurist.
You can't
As
even say
someone
the
who's,
word.
an amateur painter myself, I was astounded at the effects that he could get. I couldn't even imagine.
I gotta watch that movie now so I can find out how he did
Yeah,
it.
I gotta see it's clouds is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, clouds,
Okay, dude.
dust in the air, all this stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going from the how would we describe the works of Mike Lee? Like
Realism,
Realistic, improvisational, character based.
I guess not necessarily harsh, but I feel like there's a
There's
a
a roughness
starkness
to them. Yeah.
So we're moving from that to something a little more punchy and fun. We're going to talk about director Catherine Bigelow.
Sure.
Catherine Bigelow. So let me just pull this up.
I'm going to
real
guess
quick.
the top one's either going to be what? Hurt Locker or Point Break?
Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so number one, what do you think? Hurt Locker?
Hurt
Dan,
Locker
what
or
do you
Point
think?
Break? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably true. One of those.
It's a pretty tight grouping here, actually.
Near Dark better be pretty high up.
For most of them, it's a pretty tight grouping. Number one is The Hurt Locker, just barely edging out Zero Dark 30.
Oh,
I forgot she did Zero Dark 30.
I would say a much lower movie than Hurt Locker
Yes.
or Point Break.
But Point Break is edged is actually tied with, for third place, tied with Detroit, a movie I've not
right.
I'm
seen.
surprised
I totally
Detroit is
forgot
that
about
high up.
Detroit.
Huh.
Yeah.
But again, these are specifically Detroit and also Zero Dark 30 are kind of later,
Yeah,
at least
those
more
are-
current in her career.
Those are
I've
post
got-
Hurt Locker. Yeah.
Pretty solid guess, I think, for the lowest.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Yeah,
say
yeah.
Loveless.
I was
Is it
also going to say Loveless. Yeah.
Very close, but not the bottom.
Oh,
The
really?
bottom by 0.2 points.
Not Strange Days, is it?
Blue Steel.
That
Oh, Blue
is
Steel. That makes sense.
Nutty.
fucking crazy.
That makes sense, I guess.
I mean, it makes sense, but it is like maybe it's because you have to like get into the wackiness of it.
yeah.
yeah, that is not a movie
But
that
you
I
get
think.
like Clancy Brown's ass in it. Who doesn't want that? That should get a couple of points just for
But
that.
I'm
Young
I don't
Clancy
think that
Brown's
movie
ass.
exists in reality as we know it, and I think people expect it to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised it's not Loveless because Loveless is also like such a like stark movie. Like it's such
Yeah.
a like it's not a movie that invites you in any way. You know.
I've never seen it. What's the deal there?
Willem
Oh,
Dafoe.
whoa, Willem Dafoe?
Yeah, he's a biker and he rides into a small town in the 50s or 60s, and it's like a lot of hanging
Oh
out
yeah, I've
in this
seen
town.
some stuff of that.
You know, and then a bad secret comes out in town, and you know,
I only know it by reputation, but it's my impression that it's like closer to an art film from her
yes,
than the other.
it definitely feels much more like a student film or an independent film, especially compared to her later work. It feels much more like someone who's trying to make almost like trying to make like a David Lynch type movie, but without the weirdness. You know, but it plays with some of the same kind of like 50s, iconography and stuff like that.
So the upper half, we have movies like Point Break, obviously great. We also have Strange Days, which it's nice to see that.
I was worried that was going to be down at the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's from what I can tell, that's still really hard to get a hold of, right? Has it not? Is it like not streaming anywhere or something? I feel like for a while it was hard to see.
I do know that it was hard to see on streaming for a long time. I have like a disc of it somewhere. So
It actually, according to on internet, it might be on Hulu, which means it would be on Disney Plus.
oh wow,
So it must be much easier to get
real
to. Yeah.
turnaround for Strange Days.
Yeah. Like when I'm done watching, I don't know, The Mandalorian and Grogu, I'll pop on Strange Days to
I like
nostalgia
science
myself.
fiction.
Yeah.
What's this?
I like Tom Sizemore.
Tom Sizemore acting totally normal with a normal wig.
Yeah.
Normal thing.
I mean, I feel like the through line for Disney Plus is Angela Bassett having an amazing set of shoulders. Because between that movie and the Black
Wakanda?
Panther.
Most people talk about her arms, but you could talk about her shoulders too. Yeah.
I feel like I mean,
What's
it's
Love got to do with it is on Hulu.
Yeah, see.
Which means it's probably on Disney Plus.
What's Love got
Exactly.
to What's Love got to do with it is like one of the only musician biopics I like.
I still haven't seen it. I
It's
have
like
it on
a
my
vilified
watch
genre
list.
for me. Everything
'cause I
it's
think
like
it's not-
What's Love
it's-
got to do with it and Walk Hard. Those are the only two.
I mean, Walk the Line is I think is a pretty good movie. It's a pretty solid movie.
I like
Yeah.
Walk Hard more.
I mean, they're not
I mean,
doing
that's
the same
not really
thing.
a
It's okay.
biopic. That's
No.
What are you talking
fake
about?
biopic.
You're like Stuart's been a big fan of Dewey Cox for years. Yeah, loves his
When's he gonna
music.
put out another album? He keeps
I
asking.
do have to point out in the bottom half here we have Near Dark is like straight in the middle.
That should be
Bottom-
much higher up.
Bottom half is K-19 The Widowmaker. What's the deal there?
It's kind of boring. I remember.
Yeah, that's
Is it
respectable. but boring.
is it like a Tom
a-
Clancy?
It's a
Tom
submarine
Clancy?
movie. It's not a.
No,
t-
it's based on an actual incident
Event,
that
yeah.
in Russia. I don't know much about it. I tried to watch it because I'm like, what? Catherine Bigelow did a Harrison Ford submarine movie? I'll love this. And it was very, very boring as far as I recall.
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like I guess with a title like K-19 The Widowmaker,
You think a
that's
dog's
either going to
gonna be
be
in it.
like, it's either going to be a really awesome like wrestler or something, or it's too complicated of a title, I would say.
Yeah.
So, Catherine Bigelow, any through line here? How would we describe Catherine Bigelow's
Tough.
oeuvre?
real tough.
I mean, I feel like she, with movies like Blue Steel and especially Point Break, kind of set a look and a feel for action movies that was then like adopted by guys like Michael Bay.
Yeah, oh for sure.
A more heightened, intense sort of vibe that maybe isn't 100% based in reality, but
I mean,
has a lot of kinetic energy.
well, and
but I
think part
feel
of-
like there's something. I like the way that her stuff isn't connected to reality, as opposed to like I feel like a Jerry Bruckheimer or something or a Michael Bay type thing.
well, she's always. I think when she's working in that heightened reality, it's great. But she's done a couple of like true life movies or movies trying to present true life, and I think there it's a mismatch for me. Like Zero Dark 30 is a mismatch because it's like we don't live in the world that movie says we live in. You know, it's like it's the action movie thing of like, well, you need to torture people, of course, but it's like, oh, I don't this is not the subject matter that I think is right for that,
Yes, and where there's something about like a movie like Point Break where we are to believe that these, surfing bank robbers, that we are like thrust into this world and we buy that we are in this heightened, strange universe.
As soon as they're surfing bank robbers, you're like, well, this is not the real world that we exist in. But when it's something like the Hurt Locker, I think you get people walking away from it being like, well, that's what bomb disposal units are like in Afghanistan or Iraq, is it's three guys who just kind of cowboy around having adventures when that's not reality. I think when she's blurring the line between reality and irreality, I don't like it as much. But when it's patently unreal, when it's about a bunch of vampires tooling around the country, I love that. I think
or Ron Silver who becomes addicted to guns.
Exactly.
Okay,
this is what I've been missing.
So we're gonna move over from Catherine Bigelow to I think one of
Catherine Smallalow.
We're moving over to I would say one of the not patron saints, but one of the Mount Rushmore of Flophouse directors that I think we all love and can get behind, Mr. John Carpenter. We all love this irascible old man who wants to play video games and smoke weed and cash checks based on cash checks from remakes of his work. What do we think is IMDb users' top John Carpenter movie of his 18 movies?
I imagine it's either The Thing or Big Trouble in Little China, would be my guess.
Or possibly Halloween, but I'm betting...
Nah, I don't think it's Halloween.
The Thing.
You guys are both right. It's The Thing is number one, followed by Halloween.
Oh, I'm surprised Halloween's that high up.
And in the bottom, I don't think these are going to be shockers.
How many ghosts and what planet are they from?
I personally like The Ward a little bit more than I like what the Children of the Damned. Is that
Village of the Damned.
Village of the Damned. But I'm going to guess that The Ward made it to the bottom.
Yeah, the bottom is Ghosts of Mars.
That's
by a sizable margin, and then above the Ghosts of Mars is below 5, which is pretty rough.
Yeah.
The Ward is the second to the bottom. Village of the Damned is third from the bottom, and then right above that, Escape from L.A., a movie that I think has gotten a little bit of a inflammation.
I think people who didn't I think there are a lot of people who saw Escape from New York did not realize it is partly a joke movie. And then saw Escape from L.A. and thought it was a huge – I mean, also saw Escape from L.A. years later when it came out and thought it was a huge – like they thought it was a Gremlins 2 type thing. But when you watch those movies together, you're like, these movies fit together pretty well. Like they're not that different from each other. Yeah. Escape from L.A. is a little sillier. The fact that he has to avoid death by shooting 10 baskets in a row is kind of silly. But
I find it kind of nutty that –
silly.
What?
He's shooting baskets.
That's true.
Do you not see how the Knicks just brought the city together?
Thank you.
Not L.A. They brought a different city together. Yeah.
Yeah. This is really dating. This is going to come out like a month after we. No, I'm really surprised that Ghost of Mars is the absolute bottom one because I will say that
I actually haven't watched it.
That movie's not great, but it has more John Carpenter vibes, which is what you want than some of the other.
It is the most famously bad of his movies, so I think it might be a matter of more people seeing it and voting for that. Exactly. Whereas The Ward can slip by because people just don't know it that well. Village of the Damned, people probably forget that he made that.
Yeah.
I assume In the Mouth of Madness is in the middle when it should be towards the top.
It is. Yeah, it's like top middle.
Yeah.
Where's Memoirs of an Invisible Man?
That's right. What is slightly above Escape from L.A. is Memoirs of an Invisible Man, a movie that I have a soft spot for.
I do too, and I think if it was not Chevy Chase, that movie would be thought better of. Yeah.
And right above that is Vampires and Dark Star with a tie. Vampires has some okay stuff in it.
Dark Star is much better than Vampires.
Yeah, I put Dark Star way higher.
Yeah, well,
but again,
and right above that is,
but also Dark Star gets kind of boring in the middle,
And right above, I mean, there's right above that is Prince of Darkness, which is one of my top 5. That's one of my faves.
Really good one.
It's so cool and weird and like specifically John Carpenter.
So Starman must be pretty high up, right?
Nope, it's fairly low, like low middle. It's below In the Mouth of Madness, along with Escape from New York. I mean, a lot of I feel like there's a big mix of them in there.
I mean,
the tops are The Thing, Halloween, Assault on Precinct 13, and They Live, and then Big Trouble in Little China.
The thing is also like when you've got a really good filmography, movies just have, there's only so many slots. So a movie has to get, it can't be like, there's a 10-way tie for fourth place.
Yes,
you know?
I do think it's kind of funny that the tied for fourth place is They Live and Big Trouble in Little China, two movies that feel very spiritually the same.
Yes, yeah, very similar.
He's operating in the same register, let's say.
Yeah. Oh man, what bangers! And both featuring gentlemen with very cool haircuts. I had a guy. I was at one of my bars for Pride yesterday, and I had a guy tell me my hair looked very Kurt Russell, and I was like, "That is by design, sir." Thank you. But yeah, I think we can all say
you're like, I've always loved Captain Ron.
Yeah. So,
Captain, my captain, Stuart says.
how would we describe the works of John Carpenter in a few sentences?
Well, he has like elegant widescreen like framings of things. He I don't know, like a lot of it is vibes. Like he's a very
he provides those vibes with his synthesizer
keyboard,
score.
Yeah, like he like defined a certain 80s feel.
I would say not elevated genre, but like perfected is too far, but like clarified genre. Like his movies take genre types of stories and clarifies what's best about them and tosses away the stuff you don't need as much. So it's not when you say elevated, it makes it sound like you like the person feels ashamed to be working in this genre, and so they're trying to make it seem like a more artier movie. Whereas what he does is he's like, what's the best version of this story that I'm telling that is a genre story? How do I get those genre thrills across in a way that becomes elegant and beautiful because I'm doing it so well, basically? Like that's the thing to me. The thing is like, I'm going to do a science fiction thriller, and it is not I'm not doing it by trying to like art up a B movie. Instead, I'm trying to do what's the best version of this movie, you know?
Yeah, he also was like so specifically like a Western fan that you see that like a lot of his movies are like Westerns under the surface.
Garb. He never made a Western though, right?
I mean, no. I mean, like Vampires.
Vampires is the closest.
It's kind of like a Western, but again, it's a vampire movie. It's not. It's less of a Western than Billy the Kid meets Dracula, you know, I think.
But I feel like I think there's also something about the idea of like not making a Western means that he can like lean into the almost exploitative thrills of a Western movie without risking any like, you know, cowboys versus Indians or something bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I was wrong. I'm sorry, guys. It's Billy the Kid versus Dracula. I should have known that they would fight each other. They would not. They wouldn't just
not pal around.
Yeah.
Jesse James met Frankenstein's daughter
over here.
Yeah. Now, what did Bela Lugosi do with a Brooklyn Gorilla?
It wasn't good. It was not good.
Okay.
It was like that Black Mirror episode Stuart was talking about.
Hey, Max Fun listeners, it's me, Jackie Cation. I have a podcast with Lori Kilmartin. Say hi, Lori.
Hi, Jacqueline. Hi, Max Fun listeners. What very formal.
We have a podcast, and it's about stand-up comedy and how much we love it and how much we dislike some of it. So listen to that podcast. It's called The Jackie and Lori Show.
We drop new episodes every Wednesday. That gives us plenty of time to decompress from our comedy weekends and discuss things with sane, level heads. No, it doesn't. But if you are a woman our age or a man our age, or you know what, any person of any age, I think you'll enjoy our podcast. Jackie and Lori Show on MaximumFun.org. Bye.
Are you a celebrity? Are you searching for meaning, connection, and a little levity these days? Hi, I'm Kumail Nanjiani, actor, writer, and yes, a celebrity too. And I've got 4 words for you. Bullseye with Jesse Thorne. Are you tired of junkets, red carpets, sick of the endless spicy snacks you have to eat? Do you want to connect with someone who gets your work and laugh with you a little? Join me, Andre 3000, Tom Hanks, Tina Fey, and many more and become a guest on Bullseye with Jesse Thorne from NPR and Maximum Fun.
Hey, folks. The Flophouse is brought to you today by Squarespace. Squarespace is the #1 service platform for getting you online. You are on the internet. We are all on the internet. But are you on it in a meaningful way? Do you perhaps need to be able to represent your small business, your personal work, etc., in a way where you can have services that charge money, set up invoicing, all of those professional things? Do you want to seem like a professional person, but you don't have the coding
Or
experience?
even be one. You could even be one.
You can be a professional person without needing all of the various coding experience or design experience, because Squarespace offers a beautiful selection of award-winning website templates and the ability to set calendars, schedule, do billing, etc. All those things that you might need as a small business owner or a person who wants to have their own website. So head over to squarespace.com/flop for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code FLOP to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Before we move on, I wanted to take a moment to tell people that Joke Farming, How to Write Comedy and Other Nonsense, my joke writing book from the University of Chicago Press, is now available in audiobook form. Let's say you don't want to read it with your eyes. Let's say you want to listen to my mellifluous tones as they read the book to you while you do other things. Now you can do just that. Joke Farming, the audiobook, as read by me, the author, but I didn't read it that way, is available wherever you can buy and download audiobooks. Please do buy it, listen to it, share it. It has all of my joke writing wisdom in one place for you, and I hope you enjoy.
We have 3 left in my list here. We're going to the realms of comedy with director I think we all know him best as one of the actors in beloved movie Ski Patrol. That is director Paul Feig, who has a number of movies under his belt. Paul Feig.
You got to put Bridesmaids up at the top, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's probably at the top. And because
20 movies, directed 20 movies.
I think I can name
I didn't know there were so
4
many.
of them.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna, just because of the people who vote on IMDb, I'm going to put Ghostbusters at the bottom, even though I don't think it deserves.
Oh,
to
I'm going to guess Unaccompanied Minors. But were we right about Bridesmaids at the top?
You guys are wrong about Bridesmaids.
Okay, so
but not by much. It's a fairly close grouping. The
Spy. I was going to Spy also.
Spy is number 2, which
Simple
is
Favor.
Spy. Simple Favor is actually, it's kind of in the middle there.
Is Ghostbusters number 1?
Ghostbusters is number 3.
Wow.
Tied with Bridesmaids, which I'm kind of surprised by. Not just because
surprised by.
Yes. Number 1 is a movie called I Am David.
Oh, wow.
A 12-year-old boy escapes from a Bulgarian communist concentration camp and sets out on a journey to reach Denmark.
No, thank you.
Not necessarily.
No, thank you, Mr. Feig. I don't need it.
This was his directorial debut. Apparently, I don't know this movie at all.
Yeah. But then Spy is a movie that, it taught the world that Jason Statham can be pretty fucking funny.
I think the world knew
Other
that.
than his other, his barely serious action movies that he was.
But I feel like at this, there was a stone-facedness with nary a wink at the camera and a lot of his other stuff. The Housemaid, pretty good. Housemaid and Simple Favor, which is I do kind of like his pivot to kind of sexy thrillers.
Yeah, light trash. I enjoy
light
it.
trash. We also, of course, get Unaccompanied Minors is low, but not the bottom. The bottom is another Simple Favor.
Oh, yeah. Well, not that good.
Not that good at all. And
we briefly talked about doing it for the Flophouse, and then the time passed.
And then, but we do have a little movie that was featured on the Flophouse, Last Christmas, directed
Which
by
is
Paul
one of the
Feig.
ones we liked the most.
Yeah.
I forgot he did that one.
Yeah.
Paul Feig is someone who he's made so many movies, and yet I've seen not a lot of them, and I feel like I forget most of them. And maybe
Actually,
it's
I
because
said 20 movies. He only has 13 movies, but
13 is still-
seven in upcoming.
But 13 movies is
Is
you're
still-
a filmmaker, you're a director,
That's
you're a professional director.
He is when it comes to modern comedy directors, there aren't that many directors who have a name like Paul Feig.
That's true.
Like you have like Adam McKay and Paul Feig and
like Judd Apatow. Yeah,
Judd Apatow.
And that's about it. All favorites of mine, as we know.
But I mean, one thing about Paul Feig is, again, like we've talked about, like the light trash. But I like that his light trash has like an element of edge. Like both those movies, like both Simple Favor and The Housemaid, have like an edge to them that I was surprised by from a director who's known mainly for comedies.
Yeah.
Almost so that it's hard to kind of. I mean, there's a you could say that he's like a workman-like director, and that he puts out a lot of different types of things. But can you see any like through line with his work?
Strong female characters.
That's
yeah,
true. Yeah.
I mean, there's a sense of humor even to the the thriller stuff. Like, I mean, Simple Favor is much more overtly comic. Housemaid is more in the realm of like knowing camp, but like there is a certain
Amanda Seyfried. Oh, what a performance from that one.
yeah. No, but there's a knowingness. There's like a tongue in cheek to even like the serious stuff, I would say. But yeah, no, it's harder to point to directors' trademarks, as they used to call them. I think on the AV Club.
I think he doesn't prioritize the visual in the way that many directors do, which I think makes it harder to find those trademarks. You know.
For our next director, we're going to move on to nominated often for Best Director, Mr. Guillermo del Toro.
Oh.
Guillermo del Toro. What do we think his number
William
one
of the Bull.
is tops?
I'm going to say Pan's Labyrinth. That's probably Shape of Water.
Yeah, just for variety, I'm going to say Shape of Water.
It is Pan's Labyrinth. Shape of Water is it's up there, but not as, Pan's Labyrinth is pretty well and away his.
I think
number
that's
one.
I think it's his best movie. I would agree with that ranking.
Number two is a bit of a surprise, but I appreciate it. Is his Pinocchio, which I really liked. That's a very special movie. That is a movie where like Charlene and I watched it and then immediately started watching it again.
That and Devil's Backbone are my two personal favorites.
I love Devil's Backbone
Devil's
so
Backbone
much.
is that, and Pan's Labyrinth are my two favorites. Look, if it's a movie that is the title is P vowel N as the start of it, it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
What do we think is his bottoms here?
I'm going to guess Crimson Peak.
Yeah, that's
it's
what I
low,
guess
but
too.
it's not the bottom.
Is it Nightmare Alley?
Nope, that's
Is it-
right in the middle there.
Hellboy 2? Probably not, right?
Hellboy 2 somehow 0.1 point higher than Hellboy, which is weird.
I don't know. I buy that.
I don't.
I guess it leans into the Mos Eisley Cantina feel of
Yes.
the
And it's a
Hellboy.
little bit less silly than the first Hellboy movie.
Could be a function of obscurity, maybe it's Kronos. Is it Kronos?
Kronos is third from the bottom.
Kronos
Pacific
is
Rim.
so good.
It's Mimic, guys.
Okay,
It's
Mimic, really?
Mimic.
You know, I saw.
That's a serviceable movie. Mimic is fine.
Yeah,
You know.
I mean,
I
feel like he. I wouldn't say he has a true stinker in his.
I saw the director's cut of Mimic in a rep screening at Nighthawk, and I'm like, hey, this is pretty good. I don't know what was changed, but I enjoyed it much more than I remember liking the original cut.
I wonder if it does more with before that movie came out, I was familiar with the short story it's based on, Mimic, because it was in the book 100 Creepy Creature Stories that I got at Barnes Noble. When Barnes
That
Noble
sounds
put out,
like a young Elliott insta buy.
I still have it. It's a great book. It's got a lot of great stories in it that I think of all the time. But Mimic, the whole purpose of that story is, this guy has died, and when they find his body, they realize he's actually a giant insect who is made to look like a person, that he's evolved to look like a person so they can get away. And at the end of it, they open up like a trunk, and all these tiny little these insects that look like tiny people fly away. And then someone thinks they see a chimney, opens its eyes and follows after them and starts eating them. And you're left with this idea of how many of these naturally occurring creatures that we just don't see because they're camouflaged as artificial things or people. And
a good idea.
I feel like the movie throws away that idea pretty early, and it just becomes big roaches. You know,
No, it's not a major. Even in the version I saw, it wasn't a major point. But the version I saw was a little meaner. I think there was an attack on children that I'm like, oh my god, I didn't think. This would be.
That is something about, especially his early stuff. Is there's this feeling of well, the kids aren't safe.
Yeah, it's a hard world. It's a very hard world when you're in a Del Toro.
Yeah, Kronos is kind of low on there, which is kind of a bummer. I like
That's
that
too
one.
bad. That's a good
and
one, yeah.
I Blade 2 is right near the bottom, and I think it is a silly movie, but I feel like it like captured the like visceral thrills of a superhero movie in a way that I don't think we'd really gotten at that point, and so I think that's a little bit of an unfair knock.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's
And
a
also,
strong
the mouths
movie.
look like crazy vagina dentatas.
Yeah, come on, of
The
course.
vampire
Yeah.
mouths.
Were those Guy Davis designs? They must have been, right?
They must have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Del Toro, I feel like he makes Guy Davis artwork come to life.
Yeah.
He's a fantastical storyteller. He is a storyteller who likes to deal in like dark kind of fairy tales. There's obviously a lot of passion, both like strong emotion in his work.
Gothic.
You're looking,
Say
oh,
gothic.
you're looking
That's a
for
word I use to
themes?
describe his stuff.
Yeah. No, it was sort of a intricate design. I mean, clearly his love of the genre, love of horror, like just sort of manifests and let me put sort of a melange of like this imagery on screen.
So, guys, we are to our final filmmaker of the night. We are going to be talking about Mr. David Lynch. David Lynch.
Davy Lee Lynch.
Davy Lee Roth. Inch.
Give me 2 seconds
Inch.
while I...
Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds,
I'm gonna
mister,
guess-
while I look up IMDb.
What am I going to guess his lowest movie is?
Oh, I have a pretty...
Inland Empire? Maybe?
Yeah, I would say Inland Empire.
I'm going
I
to guess
feel like
number
that's
one is
the
like...
most difficult one.
Yeah. And number one I would guess is, I don't know, Blue Velvet maybe? Mulholland Drive?
I think these days Mulholland Drive will be the consensus, but I could see Blue Velvet.
I feel like
Also.
sometimes there's a movie, maybe it's not the way it used to be. There used to be a time when I feel like the movie that people would say was the best of a director was just the best known movie. It was
Yeah.
like, oh, well, that's their signature movie. So, of course, that's the best one, you know? And that has changed a little bit, maybe.
I think you'll be surprised by the top.
Inland Empire.
The Elephant Man.
The
The
Elephant
Elephant
Man.
Man. Oh, okay, interesting.
No,
It is
I could see
His
that.
most
It's-
mainstream movie, I guess, other than The Straight Story. Although, actually, in some ways, The Elephant Man is more mainstream than The Straight Story, to be honest, yeah.
And then number 2 would be Mulholland Drive,
Yeah.
I think it's a great movie.
followed closely by Blue Velvet. The bottoms are Dune.
I forgot about Dune, I got to admit, but at the same time, like, I am surprised because I feel like it picked up its cult, you know, in a way that like Inland Empire is just like long and difficult.
A lot of people, like, I guess Dan acted like he had something to say, but when he opened his mouth, all that came out was a bunch of gibberish. Guess he forgot about Dune. Anyway, so I didn't forget about Dune, but I also thought that it's had this kind of like reappraisal by fans. I still think his Dune is not very good. There's stuff I like in it, but it is.
Yeah.
I rewatched it recently, and I was like, this is still not very good. But I'm
I think
surprised
there's a
that's so
certain
low.
reappraisal with the newer Dune films, that there's like this appreciation for this like odd duck, weirder, like in some ways more colorful science fiction take on it that also isn't, it doesn't all work, but like it's kind of fun. It's fun to see the other thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And certainly
so.
more than the like Sci-Fi Channel original miniseries that is like kind of crazy looking and has like the weirdest CD-ROM special effects.
I never saw those. I know there's some Dune fans that really love them. But
Yeah,
I've never seen
my
them.
parents were big fans of it because they liked that it was, I guess, close to the book for them.
But
Inland
I will say,
Empire
but-
is very low. Yep,
But so Dune is the lowest one.
Dune is the lowest.
Then I feel like it's a matter of like that's either that feels to me like Dune fans of the new or fans of the new movie being like, this other one sucks, give it low one. Like there's always a battle going on.
Fans
behind
were
the scenes
against
in
it
IMDb.
from a pretty early point, right?
Yes, I mean it just is not a satisfying telling of
Yeah.
that story, and it makes some big changes that I will say the book. was an Epic in Disarray, whatever it's called, the book about the making of that Dune. There were things in it where I'm like, oh, okay, this aspect of it makes more sense to me now. Like the weirding modules that allow them to use their voices to. But when you read the book, you're like, there's nothing like that in the book. Like it's just not it's really kind of dumbing down concepts in the book quite a bit. The new movies do that too to a certain extent, but just in a more, it looks cooler, like it looks more sophisticated, you know.
And those movies also have a little more space and time to breathe and develop concept.
Yes, that second half of that David Lynch Dune is real hard, where it's just like, and then this happened, and they went over here. This character died. Oh no! Like it really feels like a guy saw the movie and is just filling you in on what happens.
Yeah, it's pretty
in
great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Elliot. You reminded me to go to my Libby app and see if A Masterpiece in Disarray was available for me to check out immediately on ebook, and it is.
Oh,
So
I mean, I'd
can
lend you my
read it.
copy if we lived on the same coast, but.
Above that, we have Inland Empire and Eraserhead and Wild at Heart tied near the bottom as well.
Really?
Yep.
That surprises me.
Okay. Do we agree with these? Do you have a personal favorite that might be that isn't represented? Do you feel like The Elephant Man is his best film, or your difference between a favorite or the best?
I don't think The Elephant Man is his best. I think it's very good. I think it's a very good movie, but it's like it's just it's hard because it's so straightforward. Like it's so straightforward. And when you want David Lynch, you want something a little different.
No, I like Mulholland Drive. I like Eraserhead. I actually like Lost Highway quite a bit.
Lost Highway is fairly high up here, which is kind of impressive because it is like, I feel like when it came out, it was both like, oh, this is pretty weird, but also like, it isn't like as good as Blue Velvet, right?
I think it's another one where I think there's a rediscovery when you start to understand what the person is trying to do in the movie, I guess. It's just amazing to me that Lost Highway was like, that was a major feature release that year.
Yeah.
And it's such a weird movie. And it's like, that was advertised on the back of comic books. Like, it was everywhere. Like, you just think about, like, there was a time when Lost Highway was like, yep, well, of course, we're going wide with this. This is, of course, a nationwide release.
Yes.
Like, it's amazing. The same way that I was talking
They're
to
like kids love eyebrowless Robert Blake.
I was just the fact that like halfway
Bill
through the
Pullman
movie,
on a saxophone, sure.
but like of course halfway the movie one character turns into a different character. We're not really going to bother explaining it that much. But I was talking to my friend Jonah Ray recently about how there's something about David Lynch, like there's something about like how Eraserhead is such a strange movie, and yet if you walked into a video store in America, it was very likely there would be a copy of that movie there. And it just the reach David Lynch had for someone who was making such strange work. And it's almost like he shot the moon and his work was so strange that normies were interested into it. Were interested in it. Like he really, I got to tell you, he really lucked out when Mel Brooks hired him to direct The Elephant Man. And then it was like, yep, he's in. Okay, everybody. This is a guy who's mainstream somehow.
And part of it is also like he brought sex into it, and he also brought violence, and I think that those things kind of helped sell it because
yes, that's true.
It made people be like, "Oh, there's naked people in this."
That has been for decades. That has been the key to getting people to watch artsier movies is to put nudity in it.
Yeah. But we've talked about this before. I think at one of our live shows. But the idea that like for us kind of weird nerd kids who weren't entirely satisfied with what pop culture was offering us, being able to walk into like, I don't know, a fucking Hastings superstore and be like, oh, I can buy like the Twin Peaks box set. Or like I have access to this filmmaker's, like most of the movies from this guy in any store in like the Midwest is crazy.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like that's in a pre-internet time, that was such an essential lifeline for people to feel seen and be able to like feel that there's a bigger, artier world out there and be excited about movies.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a fun little trip. I hope you guys had fun talking about
top movie,
tops
Firewalk with Me,
and flops. Yeah, Firewalk with Me is your top.
No, it's not my top. No. Tops and flops. Thank you, Stuart, for making us think a little bit differently about these directors. You know.
Yeah, in the direction we're going. in this mini. So I've been Stuart Wellington. This is a mini episode of the Flophouse Podcast. It is. We are on the Maximum Fun Network. There's plenty of great shows that are both fun and informative. Check them out. If you like this show, there's probably another show for you. This show is produced by Alexander Smith. He goes by Howell Doughty on the internet. You can find him on Twitch, various other social media platforms. You can buy his music on Bandcamp. He is the best, and he makes us sound great.
Put some filters on that. Put some filters on that.
Yeah. For the Flophouse, I've been Stuart Wellington.
I've been Dan McCoy.
I've been Ellie Kalin and remain so to this day.
See ya.
Maximum Fun.
A worker-owned network
of artist-owned shows.
supported
directly
by you.